Hey, Macarian Rising here. In this video we're going to discuss movement within Buff This 2141. There are multiple movement types in Buff This 2141. They're standard movement, climbing and jumping. If you're performing two moves as part of your two actions, so one action, one move, one action, another move, these can be combined, and then you can actually break them up into separate movements. So you would move a standard move and then perform a jump or a climb down. And this again creates flexibility and a dynamic environment for the game. Standard movement is pretty simple. Models can move up to the distance dictated by their energy stat, and terrain which is 1 inch and under can be freely moved over. Climbing. Models can attempt to climb up and down any distance of terrain if they have enough allotted move distance. Climbing up requires you to use 2 times your allotted move distance. So this would mean if you're trying to climb up a 3-inch piece of terrain, you need to have 6 inches of allotted move distance. Climbing down uses 0.5 times your allotted move distance. So again, as an example, if you're climbing down a 3-inch piece of terrain, it's only using 1.5 inches of your allotted move distance. Jumping. Models can attempt to jump across terrain. However, they must take a dice roll agility test. They can jump straight across, jump up, or jump down, and the jump range is limited to 6 inches for horizontal and vertical measurements. So, jumping straight across horizontally, that requires a DR9 roll on 2D10. So jumping with minimal vertical change straight across uses your allotted move distance. To be successful, you must pass a DR9 agility test after applying any modifiers. For example, a model attempting to jump across a 4-inch gap requires a 4-inch movement. Jumping up. With jumping up and down, it gets a little more complicated, but not much more. So the DR test for jumping up is a DR11 because logically you're jumping onto a higher piece of terrain. It's going to be more challenging. So jumping up, like climbing up, uses 2 times your allotted move distance for the vertical measurement and the standard move distance for the horizontal measurement. To be successful, you must pass the DR11 agility test after applying any modifiers. As an example for jumping up, a model attempting to jump across a 4-inch gap and up a 4-inch wall requires 12 inches of movement. So the 4-inch gap is just 4 inches, but the 4-inch wall is 2 times, so it becomes 8 inches. Jumping down. So as you would expect, jumping up is more challenging than jumping straight across. Jumping down is easier than jumping straight across. So the DR roll is a 7, and that's on 2D10s. Jumping down, like climbing down, uses 0.5 times your allotted move distance. So for example, a model attempting to jump across a 4-inch gap and down a 4-inch wall requires 6 inches of movement. So that's 4 inches for the horizontal jump, and then 2 inches, which is 0.5 times 4, of the downward jump. If you fail your agility test during a jump, then the model basically falls, and you subtract 1 damage point per 1 inch of distance that they fell from their condition points. Also, because we're doing a test, there is a chance for a critical double or a double fuck up. So if you roll a critical double, you're immediately going to receive an additional action that can be used for any action. If you roll a double fuck up, then you must take a DR11 agility test. If you fail this test, then your model's condition is reduced to 1. So, as you can see, movement in Buff This 2141 is both engaging and dynamic and comes with potential consequences. In the next video, we're going to look at combat.